FXN Esport as well. Like we said, we have Image Treu, the backup player, favourite weapon, the M4A1, and of course coming first in the Indonesian national finals.
Yeah, all these players obviously coming first in the Indonesian finals. Thompson, the sniper for the Treu FXN Esport lineup.
Next player we have is Mir, the attacker, M4A1, also his favourite weapon there, so we'll be looking to see some interesting plays from him.
Yeah, now we have Fortis, attacker for Treu FXN Esport. He's going to be taking away the AK-47 the majority of the time, you would expect.
Yeah, certainly, and it's a very potent weapon. And an Andrej with another attacker for, like we said, the composition, 3 attackers in this team, and he's M4A1 as well. So
yeah, a lot of fragging power on that. A
lot of fragging power, that's for sure as well. But I mean, when you get to this level, even your order is able to do a good deal of fragging. You can't have anyone who is really below the standard there as well. So we can see the team there in these fantastic booths there. Look like they're pretty much ready to go now, so it'll be good. Yeah, a bit of a cheeky smirk there as well.
Yeah. This is the Treu FXN lineup, if anyone didn't know.
Yeah. Hey, there we go. That's it. You can see he looks a little nervous.
This is Image as well. Obviously, you can see that on the screen. I think, yeah, he looks alright, but given a wave, generally sort of it seems to me like you're feeling pretty comfortable with your situation.
Yeah, there you go. So I guess they're really trying to focus in at this point and just think, okay, let's back our game plan. Let's get it done. Of course, that's Miz here on screen now. So attacker, like we mentioned, he's quite young actually. He's 16 years of age.
Looking pretty focused, and yeah, 16. Wow, that's that is very young.
It's great to see the guys being able to get something out of it so early as well in their lives as well.
Sometimes it can be a good thing to really invest in these younger players as well, because then as they have a couple of years years of experience under their belt, when they hit sort of 18, 19, they really become sort of superstar status.
Yeah, and then Andres there as well. He's super happy. Gave us a thumbs up here. He seems pretty relaxed. Maybe he's maybe he's the one that's going to, within the team internally, keep them happy and in that good place as well, team-wise.
Yeah, obviously one of the more important things for a team is their sort of mental, I guess, the feelings, the psychological aspect. Yeah. So if they have a player on their team that's a real high sort of barometer, that can be really useful. Obviously, sometimes not quite if things start to go downhill, that can be a little bit more difficult. But now going to have a look at 3 sub-carbon. Here is Andrej, the attacker for those guys.
Yeah, AK-47 is the favourite weapon of his as well. So, and then Brando, the order, making the decisions for him. You can see his resume there. Yeah, this is what we're talking about. So he's been here, he's done this before.
Superman, a new sort of addition to this lineup. There was the kind of the core trio of Brandon, Adrenge, and X-Famous X, who we're seeing on our screen now. And they were joined by 150 OL, 15 OL rather, and Superman. So going to be interesting to see how that sort of little bit of a roster change does shape things up for them. Yeah,
so there's 15 OL. Tyler Newmist, the sniper, the star player. A lot of weight's going to go on his shoulders for this tournament, I feel.
Yeah, so we'll have a look now at those guys in their booth, see how they're feeling. Maybe a little bit more comfortable, you'd expect, than the new players from Indonesia.
Potentially, yeah.
They're looking pretty zoned in.
They're looking very zoned in. Just getting that warm-up in, making sure all the settings are right. And, of course, there's Andrej, one of the attackers for 3's up.
I don't even know if he realises the camera's on him.
No, so focused right now here as well. And our second player is Brando. Interestingly enough, he's not sitting in the middle position, which is where you'd normally expect your order to sit, because that way he has the best vision of his teammates.
I mean, I guess that's a little bit of a maybe just a personal preference where he likes to sit or something. Superman here in the middle.
I guess potentially they might like to work in small units, so having a meta like the close with the person that you're working with in game the most might be preferred in terms of communications there as well. And on the screen now is the big guy, Jonathan David Holland, X-Famous X. Will probably drop the ladder X, I think, in the calling there.
I don't know. We'll see how it works out.
And of course, the last player there on his left coming up here will be the sniper 15 OL. He's playing on the end there as well. I don't mind that.
He's looking pretty comfortable too. Yeah, sniper on the end. I think that's something that.
Yeah.
For me, a sniper is a little bit of a lone wolf among the team. He's the, the sole guy that generally takes the sniper rifle. The rest of them taking the rifles.
You send him off to one bomb site, and you say, "Hey, go kill,
go B, kill,
go B, kill all." Yes. Very good. Very good.
And then bam, 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 and it works out in the end.
Exactly. That's what they're going to hope for. It's going to work out in the end there as well. So. Looks like we've got just about everybody in the server now, so it's not going to be too far off, and we'll actually get stuck into the action here. Guangzhou, China, Tianhe Stadium, getting full, and you can see us in the back of the corner there. On the little
there we go.
So you can see a fantastic view. We're looking down there as well. So there's 30 seconds of fame right there in the stadium.
Wow, I feel so famous.
Oh, of course. And here it is, the map Ankara as well. So we can see here as well coming up from the attacking spawn, and we can see these long corridors that I previously spoke about. This is where the dream is alive for our snipers.
Yeah, like you can almost see all the way from the defending spawn to the attacking spawn with that sniper rifle. So that's going to be a pretty dangerous corridor for these players to negotiate, and you'd have to expect there's going to be a lot of smokes coming out into that area. Yes,
certainly. I could expect that as well. And then, of course, we saw going into the B spawn there as well, but the A spawn on the left side of the map. We can see the site coming up on here as well, so a little bit of cover there to play with. It's always interesting to see how the dynamic of the different, I guess, levels within the map as well. It's always interesting to see because it's not always that easy to. It's very easy to pre-fire, to aim your weapon on a standard leveling playfield, but when you start involving stairs and looking up and looking down, it becomes harder as well. But these guys play these maps so much that they hopefully shouldn't be an option there as well. So, and this is the long way to be there, coming through the hallways there as well. And again, you can see some nice choke points there that the sniper can use to block off, or alternatively, like you earlier mentioned as well, the use of the utilities that they have, grenades, smoke grenades, to block off these areas, delay those attacks. And allow the rotation to come through as well.
Alrighty, looks like we are very shortly going to be getting underway. Obviously, the two teams here, Treu FXN Esports and 3 Sub Carbon, going to be playing the first game on the main stage here at Guangzhou, China, Tianhe Stadium, here for the Crossfire Stars 2015 Grand Finals.
Yeah, I can't wait to get the action. I've almost said it a few times here. I'm itching to get into this. I really just want to see these teams compete, and so we can get started getting a read on the whole tournament as well, how it's going to play out over these 3 whole days of competition.
And another thing for that would be probably good for the spectators. They don't need to keep watching us.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
I'm sure they didn't tune in to see us just sitting here and talking.
Oh, maybe one or two.
Maybe. Shout-outs.
Shout-outs to all the Oceanic guys who've tuned in. We thank you for your support. We're really pumped to be here. I mean, honestly, like you don't get opportunities like this, and we're a little dubious as to what level it's come through. I've been absolutely blown away. You can see the production here. This stage is sick. All right, the whole stage is LEDs.
Yeah, I was actually going to mention that before. It's something that they're very proud of, is the stage here.
It looks epic.
You would have seen it on the opening ceremony, but I don't think you can really get the feeling of it unless you were here. The entire stage is just like a floor of lights.
Yeah, and
it's just
change colours. Yeah, all the whole works. So if you happen to be in Guangzhou or you can come down if you're from close by in China, happen to watch in the English stream, come on down if you can still get a ticket in, because to get the full effect, I mean, it's great watching at home, but to get the full effect, you'll get the crowd, you'll get the lights, the full effects,
the atmosphere,
everything, the atmosphere. It will just be nuts for this whole weekend. So, yeah, it's production level insane. Smallgate Entertainment and PLU coming through with the goods for this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I've always had the belief that going to an event live is just so much better than watching it online.
Yeah, you can't just the noises and everything that you get involved with in the crowd, it just adds to the atmosphere and takes to a whole new level. So if you happen to have not just Crossfire Stars but any esports events, get out there and support it, because it's really important to help our scenes grow. And yeah, we just want to see. If you're watching this, you're obviously a fan, so get in there and support your team.
become a super fan.
Become a super fan. Rock on down with your LED signs and there's got whistles and stuff here as well.
Actually, that's something that we don't see a lot in Australia. Coming in China, a little bit of a cultural difference here for the esports crowds.
Maybe we can go to Mexican wave going in China.
Well, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
I think because we've got some casters here from Brazil, I reckon some vuvuzelas in the crowd might be a good idea.
No. Vuvuzela is rarely a good idea. It's particularly in an enclosed environment.
Not just one, but like maybe 50 or 200.
No, please no. Not a vuvuzela. In isolation they're all right, but it's just when you sit there and you have that drone going the whole time. And like I said, inside, if we had a bit of, because we're in a full stadium, you can't do this sort of stuff outside. It's been raining here in Guangzhou since we arrived, more or less. It's not too cold or anything. It's quite nice. But, it's winter here as well. So if you're watching from Australia, I've had to adjust from we had 40 degrees the other day, and now it's the max of it's like 15 or something today.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm lucky because they gave me this big woolly suit to wear.
Yeah, it's
and it's actually quite comfortable now. A little bit too hot before, but now that we're in the air conditioning and sitting down doing nothing, it's very comfortable.
Yeah, as well. Obviously, if you're a fan of me, if you've seen me before, you may know this notorious grey suit that I'm wearing.
Yeah.
It's back again.
Today we're both doing grey. We're the men in grey.
The men in grey. No.
I don't think we'll go with that one.
Okay, all right. I'll be all week though, so we'll have to come up with something.
Weekend, maybe at least.
Yeah, it's true. Right. Well, not far off to go. The teams are certainly all in there. I think we've got one player on the Treu FXN team who still has to jump into the server there, who's just getting some settings organised there as well, and we'll get stuck into Ankara as well. The second matchup today, what was that again? Because we do have the map for that actually has already been decided. So that's
PLZ mod up against Penta.
Oh yeah, that's right, and that's going to be on Mexico. Yeah, so that'll be interesting as well. It's quite different to the map we're about to see here. We spoke about long hallways and snipers being prevalent on Ankara, but coming through to Mexico, it's a little tighter. So we'll potentially see more. And that's the thing, if you have 5 snipers, or not necessarily 5 snipers, but if you have generally have 1 or 2 snipers on a map like Ankara, and then shifting into a different dynamic as well, perhaps we'll see the 5 rifle setup coming of it as well. Yeah,
I mean, entirely possible. Obviously, these teams are going to be very familiar with all the maps, so they're going to have their set strategies already. So, they'll be coming into them pretty comfortably, but maybe coming from a long sort of sightline map like Ankara, moving to Mexico straight away might be an issue. Obviously, the teams are different, so it's not really something that is going to be an issue in this specific situation, but sometimes maybe, you might just not have your rifle aim on point. You probably just used to that point and click adventure game, that is the sniper rifle.
Yeah, point and click. It's that easy, is it, Jordan?
It is.
Yeah, okay. Oh, we'll just get you to sub in then for 15 OL. How about that?
Easy.
Just going to sub in? All right, no worries.
Well, do I get a share in the prize pool when I win?
No.
What?
No.
Well, I'm not doing it then.
Oh, okay. All right. Speaking of maps and whatnot, so of course the single elimination format is the choice for the group stage, and then it goes through in the quarterfinals and semi-finals as well. But after that, going strong in the for the grand finals, we'll get best of 5.
Best of 5.
And a best of 3 for the bronze match.
Do you know best of 5? That means they have to play every map that's in the pool.
That's awesome.
That's actually an interesting talking point, because generally speaking, when you kind of come into a tournament like this as a team, you might sort of have 3 or 4 maps where you're pretty comfortable with, maybe one where you're like, well, this is our map. If we get this map, we will win it. But having that many maps where you need to sort of play all of them is going to really, I guess, open up any weakness that you have in your map pool. Yeah, you have to be very well prepared. And it's good to see that they are potentially the best teams are going to have to play all maps potentially. So that's really good to see, because, like you said, we get to see different styles on different maps as well, and we get to see weaknesses come out and strengths as well, so we can get a read, leading up into that grand final, how a team likes to play it.
And then we see both teams on that same map. We can see, well, how's this going to play out? You know, the different styles in there as well. I really like the fact that all 5 maps are going to be played here this weekend because, yeah, it's...
Well, potentially.
Potentially, yeah.
But even going 3-0 in or winning 3-0 in a best-of-5 series is actually a massive result.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah, that's an utter domination if that's going to play again. I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves, though. Yeah.
Alrighty, so the light show is on once again.
Yeah. And you can see that's the stage there. So that's the floor of the stage. That's the LEDs we're talking about. And here on the left there. We're going to be getting started very shortly now. Treu FX10 versus Threes Up Carbon. Crossfire Stars 2015 Grand Finals. We're off, finally underway.
Finally, indeed, underway here. And it is going to be Treu FXN Esports on the aggressive side first. They're going to be attacking, trying to get that bomb plant down. Now Carbon on the defense here.
Yes, we can see we've got 2 Superman and Brando holding down this A side. We've got 3 set up as well from Treu. They're trying to get it in here as well. So they've got the numbers advantage at the moment. And it looks like we're going to flank through this area here off to the left.
Yeah, we'll just see Fortis picking the corner there, just trying to get a bit of a line of sight in towards that A-bomb site, not spotting anyone out just yet. So a decent amount of information, and Treu are going to be able to use that to actually make their way towards this A-bomb site without taking too much damage. It's going to be 1 kill going over to 3 sub, 2 in fact, Android and Superman. Actually, it's going to be 2k for Superman. The kill going to be traded there for Treu though. So it's a 2 for 2 at the moment. There is going to be a 1 more going over to 3 sub. So looking like a 3 versus 2 situation here in the first round. It is going to be 15 OL taking down another player there, and now only 1 player left alive. It's Funson for Treu FX and Esport in a 1 versus 3.
Yeah, but with the sniper in his hand, 72 health points. He's coming through. He's got 50 seconds left on the clock here as well. So we're just going to see. He looks like he's trying to make his way over towards the B side. He's probably going to try and flank back into A. And 15 OL just takes him out there as well, holding a nice line there. Great defensive sniper player as well. And that is the first round in favour of Threes Up Carbon, leading 1-0 now. Second round as well coming through. We've got 3 heading towards B, so a slight shift in strategy initially. We can see some grenades and whatnot going through here as well. So they're just trying to make noise here. I think they're actually going to decoy and head back towards A. So X-Famous here, he's on the lurk towards that B side, but he's not got a lot of action here. You can just see him poking out in and out. He's just trying to get that information early, not get picked out too easily.
Yeah, he's actually pushed relatively far up. He's not anywhere near the A or the B bomb site, so perhaps a position is going to catch someone off guard. It is going to find 1 kill there for X-Famous X, but not going to be able to find the second. Fortis going down to start us off here, and it is going to be Mirzi taken down there by Endo Dredge, who actually gets a double kill and finds the triple there as well. Fantastic work from him in this round.
Yeah, great play by them. It's really just absolutely shut down this Treu push here as well. And again, last alive with the sniper, comes down and hits a huge shot on Vex Famous. That is what you needed really to get there. He's got the C4 in his hand as well, so hopefully he can get around this corner here. He's got on Dredge waiting for him.
Yeah, this is, almost an unwinnable situation, but I guess stranger things have happened.
You can never say never.
Well, if you had told me I'd be in China a week ago, I'd have said, no, it's not happening. So, well, if I tell you Fumpston can't win a 1 versus 4, what are you going to tell me?
I'm not sure what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you it looks like he's trying to just work the map a little bit. He wants to take these battles 1 at a time. You don't want to be sitting there and coming up against 3 rifles at once here. So 15OL knows where he is now. Funson hits another great shot there as well. So he's only got 40 seconds left on the clock there. Quite a bit of distance to make up. The information will have come through from 15OL. And Nade's going across the top there, heading towards the site there. And the Carbons are sitting there. They're hunting in a pack.
It looks like he might be able to get the bomb down here okay if he moves quickly. There's no one actually on the side here for Carbon, but they are about to peek around the corner. A little bit of an issue for me is that they're all coming from the one direction, so he just needs to look in one direction. If he can hit a shot, which he can't, it could have been close, but unfortunately not going to be the case there for Treu FXN. But a pretty decent job there, actually. Yeah,
doing a bit of damage there as well. It's a mental game as well as it's in the actual game that's played out there as well. So Really good play there as well, but smart play from threes up Carbon, because they're packed as a group against the sniper. You've got that slow reload sign as well, so we can see them heading back out towards. They're setting up. They've got some set smokes and grenades that they want to do. Just want to clear out some areas, make sure they're not getting pushed up on too closely there. 3 on the A side as well here for Carbon, 2 on the B side. Working well. Got a solid early lead here, 2-zip.
Yeah, 2/10 of the way there.
Indeed. That is correct. Excellent mathematics.
Thank you. Obviously, 10 rounds is the one we're looking for either of these teams, and if they hit that, they'll win the best of one here.
And now it's really about some mental fortitude, trying to figure out where we can see. So it's pretty much a bit more of a spread defense now as well. We can see 3 here coming towards Superman. He's holding in the corner here. 15 OL gets 1. Around the corner comes Andre, picks up 1 as well. Double kill now for 15 OL.
Yeah, he's going to be holding the same line once again, so if anyone decides to pick that, they're going to be in a bit of trouble. Smoke grenades coming out here. He's going to be flashed away as well, but it recovers from that pretty quickly, and it is going to be still pretty difficult here for Treu to kind of get in towards this A bomb site. They have Brando as there, there as well, sort of peeking in towards their sort of trajectory, I guess.
Great grenade usage there. 15 OL having to fall back there. Can't see. Fortis comes around the corner and they picked him up. They know where he is now. They're going to be able to secure a plan, put some pressure here on. And Funzen has also picked up a kill there as well. So Plan's going to go down on the A bomb site.
Yeah.
This is a really tough situation now for Carbon on the retake.
3 versus 3 retake is never really something that you want to be doing as a defensive side, but it is going to be a drench to start us off. And now back to a 3 versus 2, favouring Carbon. Andrej finding a second kill there as well onto Mirzi. And now the final player left alive, Thompson. He's been the strong player for Treu at the moment. He finds 1 kill. Can he defend this bomb? Not quite going to land a shot there, and he goes down as well to Andrej. I'm not sure how many kills he picked up in that round, but I think it was 4 maybe.
Yeah, no, I was thinking 4K there. So great play by him. You can see him leading there. He's on 7 frags as well. Interestingly enough, there's a couple of players on Treu FXN who haven't picked up a kill yet at all. Yeah,
I mean that's never something that you, I guess, want to see.
No. Yeah, this is what we're talking about coming into the game, is inexperience as well. Is this what's holding them back now? And they've chosen to change their tactics a little bit here as well, which is good. But X-Famous has red 1. Image 2 picking up the first kill, but Andre rather, is picking up the trade there as well. Fortis pushing up on the right side, trying to get into the B site, but the rotation is in here. There's 2 defending on the side. And a boost.
Yeah, interesting little position coming out here from 15 OL. Might be unexpected here for Treu XN, but he's looking in a complete wrong direction. He's going to get a couple of grenades towards his face. He gets shot there in the face as well, but he is going to find the first kill of the round. Now we're going to see lots of kills going across the board. 2 apiece at the moment, still alive for these 2 teams. Brando and Superman up against Adranj and Mirzi. The bomb is going to be planted here though, and now the retake situation once again for 3-sub. It's going to be a little difficult again in that 2 versus 2 situation, but they did manage to find it in that 3 versus 3 last round, so certainly still possible here for 3-sub.
Yeah, True Fiction just need to play it smart here. They don't need to poke, they need to play down this timer, put the pressure back on Carbon.
They're making their way slowly but surely towards the bomb site. It's going to be Superman to find 1. Brando finds another, and a clean retake coming out there for Carbon. Going to be able to find their 4th round. Yeah,
experience really showing there, going into that bomb site together as a team, making sure that they're checking the angles, and if that frag comes in that goes against them, the trade comes quickly as well. They're able to retaliate nice and quickly there. 4-zip now going into the 5th round. And Carbon is sitting prettier here as well. And they're sending fairly aggressive back up and towards that A and B bomb site here as well. 15 OL showing why he's such a big name. Picks up 1, misses the second though. He's going to fall back. Delaying tactics there with a grenade. Smart play from him as well.
Yeah, we can see Andre already taken down to a fairly low amount of HP. But there is 1 player already down there for Treu, so I guess Carbon looking a little bit better in this round. It is going to be Fumson to find Andre though, so equalising the player advantage, and we're back to a 4-on-4. And
that's going to stretch the defence of the defending side Carbon a little bit as well. And it looks like they're going to push up through mid, heading towards that B bomb site. Now they've got the control of this connector here as well. This is going to allow them to... Brando's in a good position though. He's coming up next to Image.
Yeah, he's going to take down Superman in the meanwhile, and now starting to push a little bit further forward, trying to see if he can spot anyone out. Brando is relatively close, so he does need to be careful with where he's going, but decides to fall back and rejoin his teammates.
It looks like they're heading back towards the B-bomb site, and the bomb goes down there as well. Picking up the first kill was X-Famous. Mirzi trades him across, and it's all go now. They're pushing up towards the B-bomb site. 3 versus 2 again in their favour. but they haven't won any of these rounds yet. They've got to get into these scenarios where they have the advantage, either the bomb down or a numbers advantage, but they're not able to execute and win.
Yeah, well, I think if they can get the bomb down here, this is going to be their best chance in any of these rounds that we've seen so far. And well, they've still got 53 seconds to work with. Now it's a 1 versus 3 courtesy of Frunsen, but Brando's going to find one, not going to grab the second though. He goes down, and it is going to be the first round on the board there for Treu.
Yeah, as well, and we can see not being too big of an issue there for the American team. The faces not too worried yet. They've got a good start here. They've got 4 rounds on the board. They'll be looking to pick up another 3 at this easily, at least another 3. Get that 7 mark. That'll be a big tick in the box there for them.
Yeah, certainly will. And, well, I mean, they started off pretty well. They've only dropped that 1 round, which was a pretty reasonable round actually coming out from Treu. They had 3 players left, well, 2 players left alive at the end of it, so fairly convincing.
Yeah, we noticed as well, we're on screen with Fortis just there, still yet to get onto the board kill-wise as well.
A little bit of a change up here for Carbon. They've picked up the 2 sniper rifles now.
Oh yeah, good point, yeah. So Superman as well as 15 OL, so perhaps they're going to try and use that map advantage, the longer hallways, and just trying to hold them out there as well. And Funson has been on fire, so it's going to be interesting to see that battle come out.
Yeah, 15 OL just peeking towards this angle, but not going to spot anyone out just yet. And having a look across the map, looks like Treu sort of congregating in towards the middle of the area of the map, but now starting to head over towards the B bomb side a little more.
A lot of map control. There's not a lot of information here for Carbon, so they might get caught unaware. If they would group up and do a really quick execute onto a side here, Treu this is, they'll potentially be able to cut one of the sites off guard there, and it looks like they are going to move in towards this B bomb site here as well.
Yeah, X-Famous X going to have a bit of a job to do up here, just sort of crouching down, hiding, and waiting for his opponents to come in, as we do see Treu starting to execute onto the site. There is a bit of spam going through the wall, not actually going to do too much damage there to X-Famous, but 15 OL has gone down. X-Famous does find 1 and 2. It's going to be Andre and Superman to find 1 apiece as well, and Adrenge, he is going to find 1 for Treu FXN, but it's not really going to matter because Carbon finding another round there.
Yeah, X-Famous X played that really very smartly there as well. He was in a great position. He knew the typical spam point as well, so he was able to avoid that, but then didn't just go out as soon as that came out. He knew his position was good and used it to advantage, able to catching a good 2 off there as well. So
15 OL starting us off quickly. He's going to take down Adrenge, and there's going to be another kill there for Andre onto Mirzi. So Carbon starting to get a bit of a lead in this round early.
Yep, in a 5 versus 3 scenario there, but Image 2 nails it back 1, but then again, Andre just pulls it back again. So now it's a 2 versus 4 scenario, and no map control really. And basically in this scenario, you can see X-Famous has pushed up quite a way. He's going to be able to hold off, and that's why they've put 3 on the A side, because he can call the information early for the rotation through. And like we said, these connector areas are quick for the rotates on Ankara.
Yeah, so Treu just trying to work the map a little bit here and see what they can get done, but really is going to be a difficult situation here. 2 versus 4 trying to get the bomb down, and X-Famous is going to find 1 there onto Funsen, and now Fortis, the final player left alive here for Treu. 1 versus 4, let's see if he can do it. The answer is, well, looking okay at the moment. He did lose a lot of HP though off that little bit of a trade there. He does manage to take down X-Famous though, so 1 out of 4 so far.
Yep, and that was his first kill for the map as well, I'd like to point out as well. So he's off the board now. Perhaps that can relieve a little bit of the pressure there. It won't be much expectation for him to win this round in this scenario, but you can never give up here as well. So you can see again Carbon playing it smart, grouping up together. It's going to be a lot harder for them to die if they're all working together as a team in a close net.
Yeah, it certainly is. Fortis slowly but surely making his way up mid. Peeking around the corner here. Not going to spot anyone out just yet, but he is going to be getting relatively close to those guys from Carbon. In fact, they're just a wall away. As soon as he peeks around this window, he's going to be slammed, and that is going to be the case. It's going to be Carbon finding another round, and they're just absolutely slamming this game. Yeah,
they certainly are, and you can look at the calm, composed look on the faces of Carbon here. And this is just routine for them here as well. This is the experience coming through. And again, potentially a little bit shaky at times, Treu FXN just yet. They've changed it up again. They've got 4 heading towards A, but nice and slowly here as well. There's an initial trade of grenades and spam coming through here as well. And we can see image 2 there getting taken down, in fact, actually by Ondrage as well. So they're pushing up pretty quick here on the A side, and it's being pretty effective here.
Yeah, lots of shots actually missing there for Carbon. They had, I guess, decent opportunities to find some frags, but weren't able to land their shots, and that is going to allow the True guys to get onto the A-bomb site. The bomb not planted just yet, but should be going down relatively shortly. And it's going to be a retake situation once again here for Carbon.
Yeah, they've been very successful here. They've got 3 alive, 3 versus 4. It's not all done. The numbers and the odds are certainly stacked against them here. There's some good post-plant positioning as well from Treu FXN, I'd like to say.
Yeah, well, 1 kill going over to Carbon already. Looking for a second. It is going to be Andre to find 2. 15 OL takes down 1 more, and now 1 player left alive here for Treu FXN. He's going to be spotted out, but it's a 3K from Mirzi. A fantastic defense from him.
Wow, that was huge. He played again that positioning that he had really well coming up from behind there. An incredible play, the triple kill coming through there as well. And that's what they really need. This is a play that can galvanise them, can get them going up there as well, and they can say, yep, sweet guys, look, we can do this. We can take this team on, all right? We're 6-2 down, but we're on the attacking side. It's the more difficult side here.
Yeah, well, if they bring back this final round here, it'll be 6-3, which is, I guess, a relatively reasonable score for this map.
Yep.
Something to work with at least. So then we'll swap over the sides and then see what sort of what happens from there.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah. Interesting to note, they had a lot more success that last round with their play in terms of they were a lot quicker to get up into the faces of Carbon, but this time not so much. Going back to that slow hasn't really worked for them. I would have liked to see them try and get up, try and push up a little bit more, perhaps on a different site rather than the initial site they did with the last time A. And Ondrage again getting that early frag, really key for him.
Yeah, certainly looking okay for Carbon in this round. As you say, the slow and steady sort of strategy here coming out for Treu FXN is not quite working out. As we see Andre J finding another kill. Back to a 3 versus 5 here now for Treu FXN. Fumson finding 1. He's been doing all right, actually, I got to say, on this map, but really need to see him sort of step up in this round as well if they want to pick up anything else, because he still needs to hit a couple more frags if really they're going to have an opportunity in this round.
Yeah, look like they're heading towards the B-bomb site now here as well. So 15 OL's on the side. So Ondrage gets down, Funson gets 1, but here we go. The trades come through. Musi, don't know how he picked up that kill, but he did. Oh, and a big deagle headshot there from 15 LOL. He's just killed any chance for Fortis to get into this map. Legs him, and in the end, the Supermen take him out there, closing out the half now. And that's what Carbon will be really happy getting that last round there, because that's going to, in terms of the momentum of the game, the swing of the game there, it's going to sit Treu FXN back down a little bit and say, hey, look, you're down. It's 7-2, not 6-3. This is a lot different in terms of.
I mean, it's kind of a big difference when you really do think about it. So now they only need to get 3 more rounds to Carbon and instead of 4. So things are going to be a little bit more difficult now here for Treu on their defending side. But you know, they are moving over to the more favoured side, and if Carbon can do it, then Treu can do it as well. So we'll have to see what happens in this second half.
Yeah, it certainly will. And I guess it'll be interesting to see the approach that Carbon take. Because, and we're straight back into quick little play here as well. Great early shot there from Funson. That's the start that they need to lock this one out. Yeah, and that is Funson down actually for Treu, and he's been kind of their linchpin, I guess, in this this map. So already a good pick there for Carbon in this first round rather. Yeah, it's going to stretch the defense a little bit as well. Superman's been tagged down lightly as well. But it's not too bad in this scenario as well. So you can see the defense, all these players are fairly isolated from each other. So potentially what could happen here is Carbon, if they're able to get a read on this scenario, they're going to be able to take out 1, and they're going to be able to put 3 or 4 back onto the next single player there as well. So I would like to see them come through a little bit. And Famous X getting it done again here. So 2K from him in this round already. And it looks like they are going to go towards this B-bomb site in numbers. Yeah, Famous using up his utilities, as he's probably going to be coming in here first and seeing if he can get any frags. But it is going to be Image to find Andre J, taking him down. It's a 4 versus 3 here. Still a defendable situation here for Treu, but one of their players at least is going to have to come up with a relatively strong solo play if they want to really come back into this round. Yeah, you're going to need a 2 or 3K on entry to have any chance of closing this round out in favour of Treu FXN. Going back towards the A bomb side here, really going around the long way as well, all the way back through. Fortis looking through mid, didn't see any information here. So he could potentially say, oh no, I don't think this is going to be a B here. This is definitely, and they fell for it. The trap has been set per se.
Yeah, well, this is going to be a very easy A take here for Carbon. They're going to get in there without too much trouble at all. They'll get their post-plan positions down as well, and then it'll be up to Treu to retake. But slowly but surely making their way. There's 20 seconds left in the round, so they do need to start to move a little bit quicker, but they will check out all those angles, and the bomb is going down here as well for Carbon. So just in time.
Yep, plenty of time left there as well. So 4 versus 3 in favour of Carbon. Lots of good post-plant grenades we can see come through. The retake is on now here. Fortis is in the opening frag.
Yeah, 25 seconds here for Treu to work with. They are going to need to start to move quickly. Yeah, 15 OL picks up the first frag here of this retake, and it looks like Image is going to go down as well. X-Famous picking that one up. Superman finds the third kill, and just a solid defense there.
Yeah. So really, it was a great start here from Carbon as well, picking up early frags and then working the map as well. So putting off a deco towards B and potentially a little bit of an overextension in terms of rotation from Treu FXN as well there. So they're going to have to be a little bit more cautious and not just give up the bomb site so easily.
Yeah, it's a difficult situation here for Treu because they don't have many rounds to work with. So, you know, they have to decide now whether or not they want to pull out some crazy strategies or if they just want to keep playing sort of standard. Maybe they could try pushing a little bit harder from their defensive positions, try and catch the Carbon guys off guard.
Yeah, I think that would be a really good play, particularly. I mean, this would probably be the round to do it, to change up what they've done to start with. The very defensive position leaves you vulnerable. You lose map control. We saw that being used very effectively from 3's up Carbon in the last round because they were just moving left and right across the map there as well. And I guess there's Mirzi getting one there as well. Unable to pick up the second on Brando, but he's eventually traded as well. So now pulling into a 3 versus 3, but the B-bomb side is in favour of Carbon, and they've been very strong in the post-plant scenarios.
Equal numbers like this, when there's a couple of kills already gone across the map, generally favours the attacking side because it splits up the defenders a little bit more and it makes it easier to get onto those bomb sites, as we've just seen Carbon get onto that bomb site, get the bomb down as well, and now Treu are going to have to try and retake this. Some good defensive flashes coming out here actually for Carbon, slowing things down just a little bit. X-Famous is going to find one. He grabs two, in fact, looking for the third. Not quite going to be able to land it just yet, though, but Fortis, he's in a bit of trouble. It is going to be, fittingly, X-Famous to close that one out as well, and that's the 9th round there for Carbon.
He's been on fire for Carbon in the second half here. If you're looking at the scoreboard, he's up on 6 frags, and I think the next person's on 2. So that's just huge, really. He's really stepping up as well. It wasn't him doing the heavy lifting in the first half, but it certainly was in this, or certainly is the early stage of the second half. On to match point, 9-2 in favour of Carbon. And they're taking it slow again, and we can see a little bit more of an aggressive push up there in that mid area from Treu FXN, but it's still giving up quite a lot of the map, I would say.
Yeah, but obviously good signs at the moment here for Carbon, and it seems like all their players are landing their shots relatively well. They're all having decent rounds, so they all seem to be gelling together pretty well, and they seem to be hitting a bit of form as well.
Yeah, no, it's a great play there from them overall. I guess the big difference there, as you can see, Drenge picking up 1 there to start off. That's a good early frag there as well. Almost gets a second there as in mid, but 15 OL picks him up. Funson gets 1. A 2 kill now from 15 OL. He's proving to be quite a thorn in the side of Treu FXN here.
Yeah, 3 versus 3 situation once again, and from this situation we saw Carbon last round were able to pick it up, but this time there's a great little rotate here coming out from Fortis. He's got some great intel, not actually going to be able to take down, not deciding rather to take down Superman there. He's going to keep his position, I guess, secret for the moment. He is going to get spotted out there by Superman, and in the end it was a wrong decision not to take him out because Superman will take down Fortis, and that makes it 2 versus 3 here, but Treu have got pretty good intel that there is a kind of a hit coming onto this bomb site. Yeah,
look, it's going to be the case of numbers will probably win this round here. We see Mirzi is waiting it in the site as the attack comes onto the B-bomb side. 15 leading the charge with the sniper. X-Famous coming in as well. He's been on fire. He's going to try and get the bomb down here on the cover of the boxes. Music's still waiting, though. He's waiting for his teammate. He's been heard, though. It's been spotted. X-Famous takes him down. And it's a 1 versus 2 to stay in this match now for a Drenje. He gets one against both.
Now Superman up against a Drenje. It is a 1 versus 1. This is going down to the wire. Let's see if Superman can close it out for his team. He'll be able to do it. He's done it.
Fantastic play
up
there.
The first map.
Fantastic play there from Superman right at the end there to pick it up. And that was a fairly dominant performance all round. We can see them. They're pretty happy. It's business as usual for them, though. This isn't the big dance yet. This isn't what they came for. Yeah. They're obviously really wanting to come through and get out of these group stages into the